Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Laser Distractions. I probably should ask for a sound check real quick because I was sitting here waiting for the music to end, and then I thought, I don't even have my mic clipped on. So I grabbed one. I think it's charged up. Sound is good. Roger says, okay. I don't really have anything planned tonight, but I did look online and downloaded a little file. It's kind of a Father's Day thing. We got Father's Day coming up, and you know where I went? I went to Steve Good's website and kind of looked around. And of all the holidays, Father's Day is probably the one he has the least amount of stuff for. But I did find one that was kind of cool, and I thought I would cut it tonight, especially since I've still got some of that mahogany 1/4 inch plywood, because this one had some two-tone stuff. So I think it'll work pretty good for that. So let me see, how am I going to do this? I'll guess I'll turn this YouTube business off. Let me go find that. I downloaded it and I haven't even moved it from my download folder. So let me go do that. All right, well, I can do it like this, I think. Let me get Vectric open. Y'all seen me do this before, but we'll go through the motions again. Share screen. Okay, so here's my Vectric. And I'm going to create a new file. Let's see, 1219 and 0.2. That's my usual settings for those blanks. Let's see here. We'll go import vectors, and then I'll just come up here to my download and grab this one right here. It's this little handsaw deal. I thought it was kind of cool. Can't remember the last time I used a handsaw. Has anybody out there used one of those lately? I'm not much on the handsaw stuff. I have several old ones that I have hanging on my wall in my shop, kind of as a display, kind of like a lot of old tools out there that were my dad's, but haven't really played around with those much. Okay, looks like all we're going to need is this last page after we turn this off. So it's 1/4 inch thick. I'm actually going to run this piece out of that 5/32 because I've got quite a bit of that. And then let's see if this is all. You can see when I highlighted that, there's some double lines there. So let me just, sometimes with Steve stuff, there's some double lines in here. So let me just select select all duplicate vectors, and then we'll get rid of those. Okay. And while I'm at it, you know how I like to do, since I'm gonna be using these 12x19 blanks, we might as well kind of scale this up a little bit. Let's see here. Height, we'll make it 18. Yeah, that'll probably work. Okay, now we should be able to highlight all of this and export it to an SVG. And let's see where we're going to put this. Let's stick it over here somewhere. You just create a new folder called Father's Day. And we'll call this Father's Day. There we go. Now, let me get Lightburn opened up here. And my glasses are so dirty, I can't even read what y'all are putting in over there. All right, let's see. Sound is good. Square drop in the house. Yeah, it's it's in the garage for sure. Jerry says, I gotta say, I watched the live with Steve Good last month. He was talking about Corel draws, so I went for it a little over 600. But I love to design up and drop SVGs into my Lightburn. Boom. All right, good deal. All right, let's see. I've got, well, you guys can't see it. I'm going to have to restart this screen share thing. There we go. Yeah, they keep telling me that a newer version's available. And I know it is because they tell me every stinking time, but I just haven't downloaded it yet. All right, so let's go import Father's Day. We'll click this here. Okay. Now, like I always like to do, I like to draw my blank here. And put it in there at 12, 19. And let's see here. Is it gonna let me get that? It's all grouped in there. Let me ungroup it. Try to grab just this part. There we go. I'm trying to get this one here. I'm going to move them out of the way over here because I'm going to be running those out of that mahogany. Okay, so we will set them on another layer so that we can turn them off. Now they're gone. Oh, it's not going to like that though. I got to put that. Yeah, let's move them back over here. Okay, now we'll turn them off. Okay, let's see if I've got this where it will fit now. Whoops. We'll do that. Well, let's see here. Let me scoot this over. There we go. I got it too tall. Well, nuts. Now I'm going to have to rescale all that on. Well, maybe not. Let's see if it'll fit in there like that. Oh, that's pretty close. Well, you talk about maximizing the material. We'll do that. That'll work. Okay. Okay, I'll have to catch up on the comments there. All right, let me run around here and turn the chiller on. I didn't turn that on yet. Last week we ran I did that cutting board for that fella. He come by. He's the guy that did the welding for me, and he was pretty happy with that, I think. So I think that's going to work good for him. All right, let's see what we can do with this. Let me get the old extra camera going here. All right, so I'm going to run the saw blade part in this light color. Oh, I know what I'm going to have to do too. I have not raised my bed back up. All right, let's see how that silly red dot looks. Yeah, it don't look too bad. Oop. All right. Let me try framing it first, see if we're anywhere close. Yeah, that's going to be a pretty tight fit there. But I think that'll work. All right. Let's get it over here. All right, let's see if this is gonna work. Check my temperature before I fire that laser up. I'm gonna sit here and talk a minute and let it cool down. It's been pretty warm today, and the chiller kicked on, but it's a little warm. So I am going to let's just check out these comments here. Here he says, I can design and inspire, but there's a lot more I can do with making my own graphics. I expect I will be adding an Etsy shop for laser patterns soon. Hot diggity. So he said I was sunburned, got heat stroke, but it was not too bad. Not amazing either. I think you're probably talking about your last show thing that you did. It says I did not get any coasters or smaller stuff, so it was light selection. All right. Let's see. Ryan says, Dave, if you rotated, yeah, I know I'd have more usable scrap, but I don't really care because I'd have to turn those others on. I'd have to scale the other two pieces too. And since I've already scaled it up and I want to make it as big as possible, we'll just do this. And I'll you know, I can use that scrap for something or burn it, one or the other. Jerry says, speaking of Pure Bond, I need to order another lot tonight. Yeah, I keep forgetting to order the 1/4 inch, and I've got 2 sheets over there. That's why I'm going to go ahead and run this part of the saw out of the 5/32 because I've got several sheets of that, and I probably won't order it again once I use that up. I just got some to try it. Yeah, that's where you get it, Jeff. You just order it online from Home Depot, and then they drop ship it from uh, Columbia Forest Products, and it comes via FedEx. Jerry says, and the cost of MDF is the same as regular and needs more power to cut. So I'm painting plywood. Yeah. All right, let me check that temperature, see if it's got down yet. Oh, yeah. It dropped 5 degrees Celsius just that quick. All right, so I think we're good. Let's see. I did frame it. We'll do it one more time here. That's going to be a tight squeeze, but it looks like it's going to make it. And you know what they say, no guts, no glory. So we're going to go ahead and, I guess I better change this. That was still set up on fill from where I changed it the other day. I want 10, 30, and 30. Yeah, that would have been pretty crummy. Okay, and this was when I was running that cardboard the other day. So let me change it to that. I looked at that before. I haven't cut a thing since I did that cutting board for that guy, and of course I left it on there and didn't want to move it, so I didn't want to come out here and run anything else in case he wanted it a little darker. And then he came Monday, which was Memorial Day. He was doing that welding for me and said it looked good, so he went ahead and took it just like that. All right, let's hit the go button and see what happens. Yeah, Jerry said line, not fill. Yeah, I'm glad I caught that. Both of them are line, both of them 1030, just different color layers. All right, so we should be good. Let's turn the laser beam on and see what happens. Okay, now my well, that's wonderful. I'm not getting my little milliamp meter over there to light up. The red light showing here. Let me stick my, let's see if that wire's jiggled loose or anything. Always something, isn't it? All right. Well, I'm not reading anything. Let me go ahead and hit start and see if it shoots the laser beam. Looks like I don't know why that meter's not working over there. That's the first time that's happened. Well, let's hit start, see what happens. Yeah, it's not running. It is not running. Well, poop. Oh, I think I know what it is. What do they always say when you call tech support? Is it plugged in? I think from all this square drop business I've been doing, I think, and I now know that I had unplugged one of those, and now I know which one it was. There we go. It's amazing what happens when you plug something in. All right, let's is it plugged in? Yeah, it wasn't. Here we go. Should fire up now. There we go. Yeah, it took me a minute to think about that, but I did have it unplugged because I've been having drop cords and all that kind of stuff. I got uh, I got something new from my camera. My old Canon T5i that I've had for years that I use for recording videos and stuff. I had the original Canon battery, and then I had bought two other batteries. Well, here's one of them right here, and I don't remember which one it is. It's either this one or the other one that's laying on the counter. But one of these has got where you charge it up and put it in the camera, and it works like about 3 minutes, and then it starts flashing. The other two work okay, but I just get tired of using a battery because it's basically the way I've been kind of doing stuff. I just kind of set the camera right out here, pointing out the door of the garage, and hit it, and just go out there and start doing stuff. And I don't have time to come back here every few minutes and look and see if it's still working. So I finally broke down and bought another one of those dummy battery things. So now I have to use an extension cord somewhere or an outlet somewhere to use that. And I had one of those before, but I stepped on it wrong one day, stepped on the wire and pulled the wire out. So on this one, I took some wire ties and I got it tied up where it's on the tripod. And, it's just about this much uh, cord hanging out. So but that way I can just make sure I got an empty, I use these little 32 gig SD cards, and I just fire that thing up and just go do what I want to do. I might be 10 or 15 minutes, and then what I'll do is I have my little adapter thingy where I can plug this SD card in here, so I don't even have to go in the house. I can look right here on this computer, make sure everything was in focus and all that, because I have been known to shoot for 20 minutes and then come back and go to edit the video and realize I was out of focus the whole time. And then what I usually do is I'll stick another, I bought a 3-pack of these, so I stick another one in the camera, carry that one in, and empty it on my office computer wherever I'm going to edit my video. And then that way I can keep the camera rolling. And that's those little dummy batteries that's the trick. I just hate fumbling around with cords, but I also hate fooling with batteries, especially when you've had your camera as long as I have. My batteries are getting kind of old. Let's see. Let's see. Ryan says, so your laser has two plugs, one for movement and one for the pew pew. Yeah. There's one for the controller that does the CNC movement part, and then another one for the other controller that generates the power for the laser, and they're on a separate cord. And it just so happens because I had that cutting board sitting there, and I thought, well, I'm not going to be running the laser until Dana comes and picks that up and tells me he's happy with it. So I unplugged that, and I never plugged it back in. I've been running stuff out to the driveway with drop cords and stuff. Yeah, I did the same thing, Jerry. I've got everything I've got split up. I've got the controller plug goes to one circuit, the laser one goes to another circuit, and even the AC infinity fan goes to another one. They're all different. I don't know that they for sure have to be, but that's the way I've done it. Yeah, K40's one plug. Well, I guess maybe there wouldn't be as much, wouldn't be pulling as many amps with that. Yeah, air compressor has its own chiller on the third. Yeah. Yeah. Jerry says, I use my T2i with a dummy for the webcam. I got a T3i and it won't work right. Okay. Those are pretty old. I don't know what they're up to now, but T5i's been out. That's what I got. It's been out a long time. I've had it, I don't even know, a long time. And I'm surprised the thing even works because, it's in a shop environment. I mean, I put it in the house. That's where it is right now. But every once in a while, it gets so nasty looking, I have to take an air compressor and kind of blow it off and hope I don't screw something up by blowing dust in the wrong place. But it keeps on chugging along, and it's almost like I don't want to try to knock too much dirt off of it because then it probably wouldn't work right. All righty, I think that's going to be pretty cool looking here. I'll throw some clear on that and get it glued up. And I'm going to cut the other two handle pieces out of that mahogany because it's a little darker. Be a good contrast to that light birch there. I think that's birch. Yeah. Yeah, the 1/4 inch I have is maple, but the 5/32 is, how cool is that? Just gonna scoot that over. Now, let me get a piece of this. See, this is going to be a good, I don't know, it doesn't really show up as good. I hold this up there. There you can see. Good contrasting color. Especially this will get dark once you put a little clear on it. I might better. All right, I think that'll work. Okay. Now we'll come back over here. Turn that one off. Turn this one back on. Let's see if we can try to save a little material, I guess. Although I don't really know why. All right, let's see if that's going to frame up. Looks like that'll work. Oh, I might better check the focus. It's not that much difference in thickness, but might be enough to make a difference. All right, let's hit her and see what happens. Yeah, some of those people, the stuff they show on, like you say, it'll be in a bedroom on a 15 amp circuit, and they'll have one of them little cheap ass power strips and have every slot full on the thing. I'm like, holy cow, people! You do you, baby. Ryan says, me not making contact as he looks at the laser with everything in a power strip. Yeah, but I'm talking, there's some people that have them big lasers, and that's how they do it. They just like go to Walmart and get some little cheap power strip. And then they'll post pictures and go, hey, here's my setup. How's it look? Jerry said, and is the power on the line not Phil? Yes, I changed them both at the same time. Actually, the blue layer, which is what it's running now, it was online, but it was set up for cardboard from where I was cutting that cardboard thing to set that uh, cutting board in. I haven't got to the point yet because with this thing behind me here, I'm right at the point now where I got to stop and do a lot of thinking and calculating and stuff. But I will be cutting some stuff here, probably on the laser distractions thing for All right, now did this one not cut through? Oh yeah, it did. I need to check the thickness on this mahogany. Maybe it's a little different. It's wanting to stick right there on that one little spot, but it came loose. Let me hit it with a little sandy paper. Yeah, I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Oh yeah. I can get it to. All right, let's take a look here. That. Oh, I guess it goes this way, doesn't it? That is gonna look pretty cool. I like that. There you go, Jerry. There's another Father's Day idea. You know, if you haven't already got this, that works pretty cool. I like it. I like it. All right. Well, I'll get that. Get this thing glued up. See, by using that really thin stuff, it's almost like a real saw blade. It has a lot of bendiness to it. So yeah, that's gonna look good once I put some good clear on that. So we should put teeth on the blade. Yeah, you could, I guess. Yeah, put some extra circuits in. Yep. If you're getting ready for a big one, you better do that, because most houses, they put just a 15 amp circuit in each room. But so if a room's got 6 outlets around the different walls, they're all on the same 15 amp circuit. So all righty. Anybody got any questions, comments, or BS they want to share before we get out of here? Jerry says the other one is a laser name in the handle of a Harbor Freight handle. Yeah. Yeah, wildlife scenes. Yeah. Yeah, I'm probably going to want to try to come up with something very unique to, do something with this one. But I will be making probably uh, a bunch of little box joint container type things, and then have something to label them on the outside, not with just a label, but with a picture. And I'll probably be lasering all that stuff. So as soon as I get all that together, I will be running some of that out here. All righty. Well, I guess we're only about 45 minutes in, but I guess we'll go ahead and get out of here. You guys, I guess nobody had any questions about how I pulled that in. I've shown that a couple of different times, I think, how to get the stuff from Steve's website. pull it into Vectric, turn off all but the layer that I need, or layers, whatever the case might be. In this case, it was just one. And just scale them the size you want and then save it as an SVG, or you could even save it as an SVG and scale it in Lightroom, either way. So Ryan says, show us some square drop. Well, are you ready to get dizzy? Because I'll have to get my little, there's not a whole lot to see right now. Let me set this saw thing over here out of the way. Man, I really like that. I thought it was kind of cool when I saw it on Steve's site, but I didn't. All right, let me see. I can get, you know me and cameras, Ryan. When I try to hold a camera, you know what usually happens. So let's see. Let's click this one on. Here we go. Like I said, there's not much to see right now, and I'm having to look at the screen over there so I can see what. Right now, it's just got a bunch of tools and stuff in the bottom. This is the cabin part. Got my cutouts for the door, and then back there a window. I'm going to have a door on each side, window on each side. Those little oval shaped cutouts in that back partition wall or bulkhead wall, that will be the top part of the gantry. That'll be just a little, I don't know, 8, 10, 12 inches deep by probably 12 inches down. And that will be, let me bring you around and give you this view if I can. Well, no, I'm running out of, wait a minute. Let me get untangled here. There we go. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. So from inside the cabin, these would be, there's going to be like a little box. I keep getting hung up on stuff. I don't know if you can see my lines, probably can't, but from the inside the cabin, you'd reach in and put probably your clothes or whatever on this end. I'm going to have another one probably in the front, but it'll be just, this is 12 inches down. So it's just going to be like from here to here. This will be an enclosed box, and then it'll be separate from the galley. So the latest video that I'll be working on will be showing putting the sides up and all, because I just had that video come out today, and I'm kind of pissed off. I don't know what's going on. I went to look a while ago to see how it was doing, and it doesn't show up on my latest uploads on YouTube. It still works on the app on my TV, and I can get to it by going to where I posted on Facebook and click on that link, and it will take me right to, so it's still there, and I think it's still getting views. I hope it is. But it doesn't show up on my phone or on a computer. If I go to either my channel or YouTube Studio, it's like all of a sudden it just disappeared, which is, I hate stupid YouTube. I really I really hate it. They're just, whatever they do is what they do, and you can't, there's no arguing with them. You can't even get a hold of a person. So I'm going to go back and look now and see if it's on there. See if I go to my channel. Does that even do anything? No. See, YouTube is broken or something. I don't know what's going on because it's been acting funny out here all day. Okay, now it's showing back up. At least when I go to my channel, now it's there. Now let me come to YouTube Studio. Nope, it's still showing the latest upload as part 4, and that was the one last week. And when I click on content, it's not there. It should be at the top. It's not there. So I don't know what the hell's going on, but it pisses me off. I'm assuming, let's see, when I went to my channel, it was back on there. So maybe they're working on the problem. Maybe some kind of glitch. Because when I come over here to my channel and then click on videos, but man, something's wrong. I keep getting this error saying, do you want to wait for it to catch up, or do you want to leave? Nope, you're done bombed on me. I don't know. YouTube must be having some kind of issues. I'm guessing. I don't know. Jerry says, I'm drawing up a camper that looks like a Star Trek shuttle. Might as well do it big. Show up at the con and drive R2-D2 off the back. Some of them will lose it. Yeah. There's if I run across it again, I'll have to send you the link, Jerry. But there's one video I watched where this guy designed it like a rocket ship. It's not something I would want, but it was pretty cool. It's obviously different. But okay, yeah, that one's it's showing back up on my channel, but not on. And that's not as many views as it had a while ago. So I don't know. I give up trying to figure out YouTube. Anyway, there you go. Y'all got the little sneak peek of the square drop thing. Some of this stuff you can see, like behind me here, this is just a temporary support. Since I'm doing all this by myself, I don't have enough hands. Don't have somebody to help hold it. So I made a couple of these things, and I could just set this on the base and put a clamp to hold that here, and then put this against the edge so that when I set one of these sides up, and I already had one of those squeeze clamps right here, so I'd get it up here and then squeeze that, and then I could let go of it and move to the other end. So it's tough doing stuff by yourself. You have to, you got to build your own little tools and fixtures to be able to do it when you're dealing with something heavy. And a piece of this 3/4 plywood, a 4x8 sheet, weighs about 70 pounds. And then of course I took probably 15 pounds or so out of it with these 2 cutouts, but then I added it back on when I glued that extension on. So that shit was heavy for an old man. And I'm short, don't have long arms, so trying to maneuver that stuff around, I thought, well, let me think on this. I gotta come up with some helpers. So, but yeah, it worked out pretty good. And you'll be seeing all that stuff in the next video. All right, well, I'm going to get out of here. It's almost what, 9:30. So you guys know the drill. Anybody that wants to come do the hangout afterwards, I'll be here for at least a little while. And just send me a message, Facebook Messenger, if you want to come hang out, and I'll send you the link. So with that, I thank you all for being channel members and coming and hanging out with me on Wednesday night. Like I said, I didn't really have much of anything planned other, the Father's Day thing. I mean, I don't have anybody to give that to. My dad's been gone, 23 years or something like that, 24, almost 24 years. So I didn't really need to make a Father's Day gift, but I just thought I would since that's the next holiday. So maybe I'll get it all done, post a picture online. Maybe somebody will want it, like one of those Memorial Day things, and I can send it that way. All right. Well, we will see y'all next week. And everybody have a good one. Like I said, I'll get Facebook going. If you want to come hang out, send me a Facebook message. If not, we'll see you next week. Have a good one.